Hi, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Ben. Today I'm going to walk around this 2013 Ford Kuga Ambience. So let's run through this particular car that we have here so you can see exactly what we're looking at. Now, looking at the bonnet, just checking over to see if there's any marks or scratches on the car at all. And as you can imagine, 2013, quite new car, so there's no marks there, and there's actually no stone chips across the front at all either. So very, very clean, kept well presented vehicle that we have. So as we can see, the nice chrome grilling across the front and the nice forward badging really sets this vehicle off, and that nice nose with the lines that go right across the bonnet. Let's step down the driver's side so we can just have a bit more of a look at the tyres. Now we can see these are hubcaps, okay? Do have very good tyres on there though, very good tyre tread. Looking down the driver's side, that front quarter panel that goes up into the roof, you can see that there's no marks or stone chips on there at all, so it presents very well. Just looking here at the mirror, I do see that there is a little scratch on the mirror, but nothing too major. It actually looks like just a rub mark, doesn't look like it's actually gone through the paint. You can see in the mirror there we have got the integrated side indicators up on the mirror as well. So they've taken it away from down on the side. They've put a nice chrome grille there in the side, but put the indicator up on the mirror. Looking here down the driver's side door, presents very well, no marks, and you've got the large door handle to give you that easy access into the car. Stepping down to the back, we don't have any marks or scratches on that back door at all. And looking at the windows, there is no window tint, but we do have Kylie here that will be able to talk to you about some window options that we can do with the window tint for this particular vehicle. Again, brand new tyres in the car as well, so the tyres are as new, so they're really good tyre tread on there. And that back guard is clear of any marks. So there's a little mark just on here that I have just pointed out, so I'll just see if we can zoom in on it a little bit, but it's not big at all. Stepping down to the back, we can see there the Ford Kuga badging, plus we've got the EcoBoost. Now we'll go through that a little bit more when we get under the bonnet and have a look at it, but you can see there this car is the EcoBoost. Having a look in the boot, with a really nice large boot, very easy to find the button for it. It's right down the bottom, but very easy to grab that. So looking at the boot, really deep large boot, and we do have a space saver there as well. So you've got that, and you've got a really good sized boot there for you as well. You do have a nice handle here. That's probably making it a bit easier for shorter people, but yeah, it makes it that little bit easier to grab the door and bring it back down. Stepping around to the passenger side, again, mark free, so there's no marks on there as well, and we do have good tyres there as well. We can see down that side, if you actually have a look, you can see this line that is in the door. Now, what that there, yes, it is there for looks, but the other thing it is there for is protection inside the car. You can see at that point, that is one of the larger points of the door. Inside there is what we call side intrusion bars. So those side intrusion bars are going to protect the occupants inside the vehicle. The other thing as well, you can see there that lip that goes down across the door. What that's going to do in the event of an accident, that will not jam that door behind the guard. They can actually get in, and Jaws of Life can open the doors very easily. Same with the driver's side, the passenger side front. You see there, which is a little bit more prominent, but you can see there that there is that lip that goes across. The other thing is it's folded steel, so that's going to give it added strength. So behind there is actually a crease in the back there that gives it more strength. So that's there to protect the occupants inside the vehicle. Again, across that whole side of the vehicle, very clean, mark free, doesn't have any scratches there that I can see, and you do have good tyres on the front. So overall, the presentation of this car on the outside is really tidy, has been very well looked after, and it's a compliment to the previous owners. Okay, so now under the bonnet of this great car, so you can imagine Ford's been in Australia for a very long time, but this is a EcoBoost. Now this is a 1.6 litre turbo petrol, like I said, 4-cylinder, putting out 110 kilowatts with 240 Newton meters of torque. This is coupled with a 6-speed manual, so that's going to get you on average 6.7 litres per 100 kilometres. This car has a 60 litre tank, so on average it's going to get you around 890 kilometres per tank. So that's huge for a car of this size. So great fuel consumption. The other thing I'd like to point out as well, so you can see there that there's a couple of things that they show you that are highlighted in yellow. Now those highlights are basically saying they're things that you can actually physically touch underneath the vehicle. So we do have your latch here for your bonnet release. We've got your dipstick and you've got your oil filler side by side, so it makes it very, very easy to find. You don't have to go searching all around the motor to find it. It's right beside each other. You do have your water level for your windscreen wipers there, and we do have your brake fluid as well. So you can see, nice compact little motor, but very, very easy to navigate your way around that bonnet, underneath that motor very easily. Okay, so now inside this Ford Kuga. So as we can see, the first thing I'd point out is with this particular vehicle we do have a proximity key. Now that's you don't actually have to have a key to start the car. That being in the vehicle, we simply press let's just turn it off, foot on the clutch and the brake, press that button, that starts the car. So very, very easy, and you can have the keys in your bag. You don't have to go searching for them. So as we can see, like I said, 6-speed manual, so it is coupled with that. Now the one thing for reverse, you have got a lever down the bottom. You pull that up right across and then it goes into reverse. As we can see, when we do that, just up on the dash, you can see there you've got the proximity sensors. Now the sensors automatically turn on once you have put that into reverse, but then just simply go back and out and it turns it off. Got the auto stop start function that you can turn on and off, so pressing it, now it will automatically be on as soon as you start the car, but simply press that button which will then turn it off. So that's very handy to have. You've got your air conditioning, so it's just your normal manual controls. We've got the AC turn on, we've got your circulation, and then you've got your fan speed, temperature, and the direction of the airflow. Up here we do have, like I said, your Bluetooth in this particular vehicle. We have got your phone, we've got CD, radio, auxiliary, phone, and then your menu. So you can sync applications, adjusting your volume. Very, very simple thing to use, and the one thing I do like about it is it's got a keypad that you've got numbers that you can type in as well, so you can actually just type in the number that you want to call. Okay, so we can see here we've got a door locking button. Now when we lock the doors, we can see there that light shows up, so that's an indication to show you that your doors are locked or unlocked. So that's very handy to have, and it actually does make it a lot safer as well, so you know that the car is locked and you can just see it physically by looking. You don't have to worry about going to press the buttons, so it's all there for you. Over here on the steering wheel, now indicators are behind there on the right hand side, and okay, so as we can see as well, pushing that forward, I'll just get the cameraman to turn around, but you can see there you have got your rear wiper as well. So very, very easy to use, just pushing that forward and pulling it forward for the front. So very, very handy. Over here on the right hand side, we do have your lights, so they just parkers and then your normal headlights there. The other thing you do have is your height adjustment for your lights, so you can adjust that to down to the ground or up higher. So that's a new feature that most cars are coming with now, but you do have the ability to be able to do that as well. So adjust your lights if you're in the city, and and you want to get a little bit closer to the road, that gives you the option to do that. Here on the steering wheel, we have got very, very simple, easy controls to use, and everything is at your fingertips, which is very, very handy. We've got volume control, then we've got your stations and source, so you can actually go through exactly what your station you want to listen to, and then you've got your pick up and hang up on your phone calls as well. Over on this side, you got the controls for in the dash, so you can see there just by going through it, got 369 kilometers till I need to fill up, and it gives you an average liters per hour. 7.1 liters per 100 kilometers, 48 kilometers per hour average. So very, very easy, just toggle through and you can change to what you want to look at. You've got trip computer information, settings, all in there as well by just going across. So then you can see there, driver assist, lighting, there's all the options in there for you as well. Below that we have got cruise control. Now we've got your cruise control, simply turning that on and off, or the speed limiter. So you've got both cruise control, which now cruise control is on standby, so they say it's ready to go. When you get to the speed you want, you simply press the set button. That sets the cruise control to the speed you want, and then you've got the cancel reset button behind that. Pressing over to the speed limiter, now you can set that to a certain speed that you want it to be. So say we're in a 60k zone, we want it to stay at 60. What that's going to do is limit the car, so limit the motor to be able to, or the car going over that 60 kilometers per hour. So very, very handy to have. Very different to what cruise control is, so there's two very important differences. Limit is to limit your speed to a certain speed, where cruise control is to hold you at that speed. So that's the difference between cruise control and speed limiter, and you do have that there. Over here on the right you have got your mirror controls, so just simply a matter of crossing to the side that you would like, and then just adjusting it. Now on the mirror we can see there a distinct line on the outer edge of that mirror. Now that's there for a reason. A lot of people always wonder what it's there for. Is it there for heating the mirror? It's actually not. What it is it's a magnified side of the mirror. So it does give you a closer vision of what is behind you. So you've got your normal side of the mirror, and then if you wanted to see something a little bit more magnified, you have got that outer edge of the mirror that will be able to do that for you. So that is the differences there. We have got your 4 controls for your power windows there as well, and you can lock that at any one point as well. So safety for the children in the back, you don't have to worry about telling them to stop. You can just lock it so that they can't open the windows on you. Here on we've got the park brake. Now I will point out there is a little bit of paint starting to peel off the park brake, from mostly grabbing it and a use area, so that's a spot where it's always mostly used. So there is a little tiny bit of bubbling up there and a little bit of paint has chipped off. Prefer to point that out now rather than later on when you get here. 2 keys. We do have your 2 sets of keys for this particular car. Both have them here, so you can see there they are here, and we do have the 2. Looking around the vehicle, so just having a bit of a look around, you can see that the car is kept very well inside. There's no marks on the roof that I can see, and the seats look like they've barely been sat in. The other point I'd like to point out, in the back we do have what we call ISOFIX points in this car. So those little tabs that you can see for the baby seat restraints, they are what they call ISOFIX. Now that is the new European style of seat that is probably the safest in the market at the moment. It locks the back of the seat down into the seat, so it will keep your children that little bit safer. Looking at the books as well, we do have a good service history for the car, so that is all in here for you as well. So we have got the service books and the Kuga owner's manual as well. So that's all in the glove box. And the other thing I will point out is that glove box is absolutely huge. So you can see the amount of space that you've got. You've got the shelf down the bottom for your books, and then you've got the bigger shelf up top as well. So divided glove box, so very, very handy. So there you have it. There's a walk around presentation of this 2013 Ford Kuga Ambience. So for any questions or a test drive today, phone us here at Berwick Mitsubishi on 9907 0555, and thank you for watching.